Patrick Saunders. Go ahead.
Hey, Josh. Long time coming. Just to start out, really feel good to get back in a real game or a semi-real game, I suppose.
That was fun. I mean, I only played 5 innings, but to be there, even with the fans, and the first inning was so weird. Like the fans were kind of quiet. It's like they didn't know what to do at a baseball game. It was awesome, man. It feels so good to be out there playing with the guys and getting it started.
Your perceptions of your new teammate, starting pitcher Austin Gomber, 2 scoreless, got a nice strikeout on Nick Ahmed. I'm just curious from your vantage point over at first base, what was your perception?
It honestly looked like he was up there having fun. I think the ball at Tapia, the one that kind of snuck past him, I saw him. He was getting the ball from McMahon and he was kind of smiling. So that to me tells me that he's confident and he loves to play. And I think that's really important, man. We're out here spring training. We're having fun. We're obviously getting work done and being focused, but to have fun at the same time, I think is huge. So to see that from him and to bear down and get a little scoreless right there was great to see.
Excellent. Thanks, Josh.
Thomas Hardy.
Josh, this is spring's training, but in the beginning, do you feel a little bit nervous almost getting out there, or was it more just how unusual it was to actually have fans?
I'm always nervous for games. I don't know what it is. That's just I've always been like that since high school. I've been always nervous, but yeah, definitely to have the fans was even more. You get to hear them heckle a little bit and chirp at you a little bit. So that was great. But yeah, there's always feelings, always nervousness. You're in the big leagues playing, so you just gotta kind of have fun with it and kind of channel those nervousness into the game and get ready to play.
Anybody chirp anything funny to you today?
No, not today. But I'm definitely it's coming for sure. Give it a couple games, it's coming.
Hey, obviously you're able to scratch out a couple of hits and just have a good time out there. What does this do as far as settling you into camp?
Yeah, I think the first game is always there's so many nerves going. You obviously want to get hit and you want to hit, but that it's such a process. So yeah, I got 2 hits today, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm more worried about what I'm doing at the plate, and today I did some really good things. But it's all about working and grinding. Tomorrow we got another one, and I got to get back to the lab and keep working.
Did you say anything to Rogers? I know the first ball gets hit to him. It's a little wide. And you're just getting into spring training. Say anything to him out there?
Yeah, just kind of like I think he was kind of like, okay, got that one out of the way, which is it's always good to hear. You made an error. It happens. We're all gonna make errors, but yeah, you just gotta chuckle it off and know what you did wrong and work on it really.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.
Tracy Ringolsby.
Josh, this spring, you've got something that you're playing for, right? As opposed to coming to other springs and just trying to make an impression.
Mm-hmm.
How much different is it for you than the past spring trainings?
Yeah, it's definitely a little different. In the past, like you said, I've always kind of tried to scratch the roster. I was like, let me get on that 26 man, and I feel like this time, not that anything's guaranteed, but it more feels like I'm battling for an everyday spot, which is awesome. And that's what I worked all these years for, all the years in the minors, to come and have an opportunity to start and to make a team and be the starter. So it's everything, man. It's fun. It's really fun.
Buddy talked about, when he was talking about your situation, was one of the things they have to look at too is your versatility. You can play a lot of games, different positions, not necessarily just being stationed at one place every day. You comfortable with that idea?
Yeah, for me, obviously I love first base, but for me it's about playing. And if I can get in the lineup and help this team win, I think that's everything. So, obviously I would love to stay at one spot, but if I'm in the lineup, if Bud puts me in there, it really don't matter.
You, sir?
Hey, Grook.
Yeah, hey, Josh. I know it's just the first game of spring, and it is just the Cactus League. And last September was a long time ago now.
Yeah.
You just keep getting hits. Did your comfort level from last season carry over in the box? Do you still feel that same kind of whatever it is, comfort, whatever?
100%. I thought last year, especially obviously towards the end, I really felt like I belonged. And I think this whole offseason I was preparing, I wasn't really preparing to scratch a team. I was preparing to be the starter. So I think that attitude kind of the whole offseason, I was kind of grooming and kind of getting that mindset that, okay, I'm going to come in spring and I'm going to take over a job and I'm going to be that guy. So I think, whether or not that happens, I think having that mindset of being the guy, it kind of, it amps you up a little bit, more responsibility, and you feel like you can hold more. So I think, it's just a mental state, man. You got to mentally be ready and mentally be that guy, whether you're Mike Trout or me, I have to think that I'm that guy. So, it's been great, man. It's been great work. So I'm excited.
Just specifically then also with your swing, is that the same kind? I mean, is that how you're pushing your swing to, with that same kind of mindset, or are you just feeling good with your swing? I mean, you're making a lot of contact, is what I mean, is what I'm asking.
Yeah. There's for the most part, I really don't do too much to it. I think at this point, I'm 28, I'm already old. I'm not going to do this crazy swing change, but there's obviously stuff I can clean up. But yeah, this offseason a lot was being slow and being able to recognize and be able to take pitches and hit the fastball. So there's definitely some tweaks, but not too much. Most of it is get out there and just let me hit. That's kind of the mentality I have.
And with the progression where you're at, I mean, do you feel like it's the first Cactus League game as far as your comfort level with your swing? Do you take some time usually with spring to kind of ramp up into feeling comfortable in the box?
For me, baseball's such an up and down, and you swing feels great one week and it feels okay the next week. So for me, it's constantly getting in there and constantly grinding, and man, it's a grind. Every day you got to find your swing, and every day you have to get better at it. So I think that's just what I'm trying to do, man. Just get up there and trying to keep my same swing and keep that aggressive mentality.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Go to Dwayne DePron, and then we'll finish up back with Tracy. Dwayne, go ahead.
Hi, Josh. A great job out there today. I asked Austin this question as well. It's been nearly a year since you all have played a spring training game there in Scottsdale. Give us a sense of what the feeling was in the clubhouse and the dugout today with this chance now to be back out in the field in spring training. And did you do anything differently yourself in preparation today, this being the year since you last stepped on the field down in Scottsdale?
Yeah, I think the guys they're just excited. They're excited. Everyone's 0-0. I think we have definitely grasped that mentality of 0-0 and let's get ready to work. So, man, guys are very excited. They're excited to work. They're excited to battle for spots. I know we have a lot of spots open that guys are trying to get. So, everyone's competing, and I think overall everyone's just excited. We're excited to play, and we're excited to mash some baseballs and to play good, man. We got a young squad here with a mix of veteran guys, and if we all just kind of chime in together and kind of pull together, I don't see why we can't do some special things.
Do anything differently yourself today in preparation?
I was listening to music a little longer. I guess a little more locked in, but no, not too much, man. I don't like to keep it too serious. I think there's a nice balance there, but no, for me, not really. Just do the things I do and just get ready to play, and most importantly, get ready to have fun.
Great, thank you.
All right, Tracy, the last question.
Yeah, the one thing I was wondering about too is you had a good average last year, but you only had 2 walks and 20-some strikeouts. I mean, is that something you can work on to try to make better without taking away from the aggressiveness of your swing?
Yeah, of course. I think everyone can get better at that. For me, the walks, I don't know. I want to sit here and tell you that I want to walk more, but at the same time, I'm up there to hit. So, if I was hitting 210 with a bunch of strikeouts, maybe I'd be like, I think I need to totally change something up. But as long as I keep my strikeouts down when there are guys on base, I really don't see too much change. Obviously I would like to keep the ball in the zone, of course, but I'm not here trying to completely change my swing so I walk more. That's never been me. So it's in the back of my mind, but I'm not really too concerned about that.
Well,
All right, thank you, Josh. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.